Hello, uh, welcome to GTech Skills. Today, we will go through the Power BI overview. We'll start with the Power BI desktop, where Power BI is a very powerful analytical tool where you can connect to various source systems and build a dashboard, interactive reports, and you can tell story based on your data. So Power BI desktop is free of cost. You can download it from the Microsoft website, or you can download it from the Microsoft Store, and you can start practicing it. So in Power BI, you can transform the data based upon the requirements. So these are the basic steps that will be performed on Power BI. The first one is on the get data. So this get data is like you have to connect to the different source systems, and you can load the data to the Power BI, and then you can start with the report development. And with the data that you have imported to the Power BI, you can analyze the data, and you can visualize the data, you can publish the data, and you can collaborate with the other team members. So this analysis, any data that can be analyzed in Power BI. So the first option is, as we discussed previously, like the get data. So here, you can easily connect, clean, and mesh up data. So you can connect up to like 80 plus data sources both on-premise and the cloud platform. So you can transform the data, you can clean the data, then you can shape the data for the analysis. So you can even connect the live connectivity to on-premise and cloud data sources. So you can also use the Power Query experience uh, with your data. So self-service preparation for big data, you can use the Power Query experience with your data. You can directly create a common data model. So on the analyze part, you can build powerful models and flexible measures. So in Power BI, the relationship will be auto-directed. Like if you have a common column between tables, Power BI will auto-direct all those relationships, and then you can view those relationship on the data model. If required, you can also add a relationship manually by going and clicking on the tables and manage relationships. So this is the common data model that is created for two tables, table 1 and table 2. And this relationship 1 refers to, this is one to many relationship. So you can click on this option and then go for the manage relationship. Here where you will able to see the relationship between two tables, and you can also edit the relationship. So by default, Power BI will detect the kind of relationship it is required for these two tables. So Power BI is like high performance in-memory engine where you can build the dashboard interactively, and you can create quick measures. You can create a new column within the table. You can create a new table based on the existing data. You can create powerful measures with DAX formula. Like visualize the data. You can visualize there are 150 plus visuals within Power BI, and you can also import some of the custom visuals within your Power BI desktop and build a dashboard out of it. Based upon the business requirements, you can use the visualization part and color coding, custom configuration, custom formatting that can be implemented within Power BI. So you can publish this report to the Power BI service, but in order to publish the report to Power BI service, you require a premium workspace where you have to publish this reports. So once you publish this report, you can share this report to your colleagues and provide access to them so that they can review this report. They can start consuming this report. So you can connect these live models in Excel to the Power BI desktop. You can connect SharePoint to it. You can even share the Power BI report within your Teams, Microsoft Teams. So you can also enable users to ask questions and discover insights from the data. So these are the various data sources that can be connected from Power BI, like based upon these types, like it has been separated like file, Power Platform, databases, Azure, online services, and others. So almost like all of the databases can be connected from Power BI. So these are the changes that can be implemented while importing the data to the Power BI. Like can we can say that as a shaping task. Like you can remove rows from the existing tables within whatever that you have imported to Power BI. You can rename the tables or rename the columns. You can change your data type. You can delete a relationship. You can pivot columns and group rows. You can identify and fix errors. You can extract big day, month name, hour from date and time values. So you can even run R scripts within Power BI. So these are the data connectivity modes that is available in Power BI desktop. Like the three types are import, direct query, and live exploration. So on the import overview, like these are the two options, ETL and data download, where if you provide the table name, so the entire data from that table will get imported into the Power BI. So and if you are using a direct query, like whatever query that you are providing within that query panel, only the corresponding rows will be imported into the Power BI. And live and exploration, as name suggests, like it is a live connection. Whatever data which is there or updated recently, that will be pushed into Power BI. So on the direct query, like if on the supported data sources are SQL Server, Azure SQL Database, Azure SQL Data Warehouse, SAP, HANA, Oracle, Teradata. So these are the data sources that has been supported in direct query. Import, like all the data sources will be supporting the import options. So as a modeling capabilities on the import options, like you will have a relationships, calculated columns and tables, measures, hierarchies, and in direct query, you can have a calculated columns, measures, change column types. Yeah. So data transformations for import or transformations has been supported. In direct query, like only partial support is done. Varies by data source.